And then we're looking at how do we put something in standard form. Remember, standard form is x and y on the same side, and then we have whole numbers in front of them, and then the constant on the other side of the equal sign. So if we look at this equation here, we've got all whole numbers. That's good. We don't have to do anything with that. So now we have to work on x and y being on the same side. You'll notice right now, if we look on either side of the equal sign, x and y are apart. So I need to move that x over. And whenever you're moving a whole term over, you have to add or subtract. This one's positive, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. Now by doing that, these cancel out, and I'm just left with a 3 on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, I need to put those down, write those down. Now when you subtract 2x from y, I actually want to write the 2x first because you usually write x before y. And then I have the y, but I need to have something in between with a plus or minus. Now you'll notice that y was positive, so I'm going to put a plus there. I did not multiply. That's why I have to have a plus or a minus there, because if I'm not multiplying, then I don't want to have them just next to each other, which would mean that they were multiplying. So I put a plus there since y was positive. Now that was a pretty easy one. Let's look at the next one. Okay, so this one I have it in slope-intercept form, but this time I have a fraction, and so we need to know how to deal with that. The thing that makes it a fraction is this denominator right here. That's what I want to get rid of. Now you notice, since it's in the bottom of a fraction, that means I'm dividing by it. So to get rid of it, I'm going to multiply by it. I'm going to multiply by 2. But legally, if I multiply that by 2, I also have to multiply everything else by 2. So I have 3 terms. I'm going to multiply all 3 of them by 2. So everything gets multiplied by 2. So now I have 2y equals, the 2's cancel, 11x minus 4 times 2 is 8. So now I've gotten rid of my fractions. That's usually the first thing I want to do is get rid of the fractions. And now I'm going to get x and y on the same side. Once again, I notice that my x is over here and I want it to be over here. It's positive, so to get rid of it, I'm going to subtract it. And then I rewrite it, so I get negative 11x. The 2y is positive, so I'll write plus 2y equals, and then I have a negative 8 on the other side. So this is my equation in standard form. The third way you could see this is that you're told a point on the line and the slope, and we've done this in slope-intercept form, but now we're supposed to write it in standard form. So what I suggest is doing what you know. You know how to do this in slope-intercept form, so y equals 2x plus b, because I took the 2 in for the slope. And then I have a temporary solution here, so I plug in 3 for y and negative 8 for x. I do the math. I add 16 to both sides, and so we get 19 equals b. So now I have the equation y equals 2x plus 19, and that's all great. That's in slope-intercept form. Remember, I want it to be in standard form. So then what I'm going to do is I look and I see no fractions, so we're good there, and now I just got to get the x on the other side. So I'm going to subtract 2x to the other side. So now I have negative 2x plus the y equals 19, and now I'm in standard form. So just start with your slope-intercept form and then transform it over to standard form.